Okay, this video is for young people who are looking to get a job. This is a foolproof plan, guaranteed to work if you follow my plan. You can lead a horse to water, but if he doesn't drink, he's trying to kill himself. So the responsibility is yours. Follow my plan, you will get a job. Might take you a little bit of time, but if you focus and you're consistent with these steps, you're going to get it. Step 1, your attitude. Now what I mean by that is that you've got to look at yourself as a servant. You're looking to go out there and help a company get better. You're not looking for a job. That's all about mindset. If you go out there looking for a job with your hands open and you're with a gimme attitude or an expectant attitude, like someone owes you something, you're going to just move from the wrong place. You're proceeding from the wrong sentiment. You've got to go about it as, I have some value that I'd like to share with somebody. I want to serve your company with my skills. All right, so that's the attitude. Then you're going to do research on 1 to 3 companies that you absolutely love. There's something about that company or the owners of that company or the starters of that company that you admire. And you're going to learn everything about the history of that company. You're going to learn everything about the seeds of the idea that brought the company to be, down to all of their struggles and their current state and situation. You want to know everything about that company and take good notes because it's going to be very important for the next step. You're going to appeal to the highest level individual in that company. He's a guy just like you and I, or a girl. This is an individual who has a beating heart and who's in love with their project. So you got to understand that the companies that are going to thrive in the next era, in the new economy, aren't the big nameless, faceless corporations that are dominating right now. We know what happens when you work for those companies because lots of people are suffering, and that type of economy is slowly eroding. You're going to be looking for companies that are small, creative, light on their feet. They don't have time for bullshit. They don't have time to be pandered to by people who are looking to be leeches. They need creative, smart people that are going to support them, and they won't tolerate anything less. So there's an individual who had a plan to put this business together, and he's got a heart, and he loves his business. You're going to find out everything you can about that person. Okay? Now we're moving on to understanding the person, the psychology behind the person that started this company. You want to know everything about that person, down to how many children he has, where he grew up, and what favorite beer he drinks. Right? And then you're going to find a connection point with that person. Okay? That's important. You want to see how the two of you are alike in some way, shape, or form. If he likes football, and you like football, great. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but it has to be something that you guys connect on. Next, you're going to try to appeal to him through mail. This is my suggestion. Send a priority mail, FedEx, UPS, box, something big and clunky, something that's, wrap it in Christmas wrapping paper, or send him a pizza. My point is you got to send him something that's out of the ordinary. He's always getting resumes, and resumes aren't going to work. They're not going to get through to him. He's a creative guy. Hold on, the sun's getting in my eyes here. He's a creative guy, and he expects creativity from the people that are going to work with him. So send him something very creative, a gift of sorts. But in that package, you're going to let him know that that there's something in his company. You love his company, but there's something about his company that you feel can be done better. You've done a lot of research, and you think that you could support him in fixing this small flaw in his company. You might not want to call it a flaw, but just something that he can do better. He's going to be very excited that you're approaching him about that. Wow, someone has an idea for me that could support me and my company in getting a little better. So now he's thinking of you as a consultant. You're not a job seeker, you're a consultant. This is all very important. And you will give him a call later on that day. So call him later on that day or the next day. Say, hey, I'm such and such that sent you the letter and the box of pizza or the box with a gift in it earlier today, and I want to see if you had some time for us to speak. I have something very important I want to share with you. Those words are very important. You want to say that. I have something very important that I want to share with you. And he's going to be all ears. When you meet him, when you get through the door, so you've already gotten past all of the people who write resumes. Those guys, they're morons. They don't know how to appeal to human behavior, psychology, and quite frankly, don't know how to network properly. So now you've gotten through the door, and you're going to pull out that connection point. The minute you meet him, you're going to bring up who won the Bucks game or who won the Mets game, whatever the case may be. Whatever that connection point that you know you have with him, bring it up. That's the first thing you're going to talk about. You might end up talking about that thing the whole time. You might both realize that you have Doberman pinchers, you love dogs, and talk for the next half an hour about your freaking dogs. This is great. People want to hire people they like. Right? So you want to be friends with this guy. Now, none of this is to be manipulative. These are just basic get along with other people skills. But I'm showing you the steps to take so that you can get a job. Then, throughout the course of the conversation, share with him your solution. Hey, look, I noticed that that when we download files, the picture files from your website, that they don't upload quickly to cell phones, to smartphones, and I think I have a solution for it. Now, you can't bullshit him. You actually have to be creative and have a solution for something that he could do better. It might not be mind-blowing, but it's something that you think he can do better, and offer it to him. He will hire you. You will get a job. You approach the situation as a servant and as a consultant. You appeal to the desires and the humanity of the person who runs that company, and you get through the door like I told you, you will get a job. Try this out for a month. It might take you 6 months. It might take you a year. But try it. It'll work. Keep me posted. Comment down below. Let me know how it works out for you. If you land a big job, I'm going to be really happy for you. But you will. Elliot said, "What?"